We are back, baby. I'm back to pull Sacred Shards. I have literally only 6 hours and 52 minutes where I get the 10x chance from Sacred Shards. The targeted champion boost on Basim as a part of the Raid Shadow Legends X Assassin's Creed crossover event. I'm freaking hyped. I really hope I get them. I don't think I have enough Sacred Shards to pull this off, but we're going to give it a shot. Now, this video is sponsored by the makers of Raid Shadow Legends. If you are subscribed to the channel, then you saw my video yesterday where I did a whole bunch of these pulls. After the video yesterday, I did yet another pull off camera, and I actually got this guy, which is pretty sick. And I realized I had to fire up and record today. And if you are newer to the game, or you've got a friend that wants to check it out, send them my link to download from down below in the description, or use the QR code on screen. Or if you're starting a new account, want to participate in the journey, you can use that code and get a pretty sick set of free champions, okay? This month, it's a little bit different than what I got with Tholen, but they're very strong nonetheless, and I'll be making guides about them, so you'll know exactly how to use them. So, we're into the Assassin's Creed collab. We're 4 days in on the Ezio challenge. We're 10 Sacred Shards in, which for me as a newer player to the game feels kind of like a lot, but I get that experienced players, maybe this isn't very much, but hey, look, I got 5 more that I picked up. I really want to get this guy. We're going to give this a shot here and see how our pulls go, and then we'll talk about some stuff that's going on the account, all right? So let's do our pulls here and hope for the best. Oh my God, here we go. Please. Okay, epic. This is kind of what I'm expecting is they're mostly going to be epic. Like, we have a 12% chance. It's not insane. Broodlord. Absolutely sick look on this dude. Love the armor plating. The absolutely insane horns on this guy. The insane beat stick. The shield is looking pretty freaking primal with the lizard on there. Yeah, I mean, oh, and my tournament position is 4. We'll talk about that in a minute. Broodlord, he's epic. Lizardman faction, what does he do? Attacks one enemy 2 times, 30% chance of placing a provoke debuff. Now, this is my first champ with provoke, I think. So I think that's cool. What does it do exactly? I think you have to attack this champion, right? Let's get a look here. Provoke debuff is doing what for me? Champions under a provoke debuff can only attack the enemy that applied a provoke debuff to them. A champion attacking while under a provoke debuff can only use their default skill. Wow. So provoke is savage. Oh, wait. Each hit is a 30%, so 2 attacks, 30% chance from each hit to place provoke for 1 turn if the target is under a decreased speed. So we need to decrease their speed. Places a 50% ally protection buff on an ally for 2 turns, then block debuffs on the ally. That's cool. Place a shield on this champion for 2 turns equal to 20% of their max HP. Okay. Attacks all enemies. This has got to be it, right? 40% chance of placing a stun debuff and increases to 75% chance against enemies under decreased speed. Wait, no. We still need a way to decrease their speed. This is a defense scaling champion, which is definitely interesting. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Whenever this champion's attacked and whenever allies under ally protection buffs are attacked, there's a 30% chance of placing a decreased speed buff on them. Okay. I feel like the synergy is like good, but not insane. I mean, I guess it's an epic champion. So it's not like so easy that it's just like, boom, everybody's got decreased speed and then you're provoking them. But there is a way to provoke here, which is cool. Ally defense 25% in the battle here, which is cool because he's a defense scaling champion. All right. Cool. That was just the first summon. What do we got here? On to the next, baby. It's epic. Okay. I mean, I'm probably going to get all epics here. Alika, unless you think it's Alika. Really kind of cool look. She's got this like rooster vibe going on with the helmet. Barbarians attack champion. Exposed midriff. Bow quiver in the back. Very cool. So what's she doing? When ascended, attacks one enemy, 30% chance of placing, an extra hit. This always criticals in the ascension. Ooh. Attacks one enemy, ignores 50% of the defense if their max HP is higher than this champion's max HP, so I don't want to put HP on them, right? Attacks all enemies, 75% chance of increasing the cooldowns of all enemy skills. Whoa, there it is. That's the one. Disorient. You can reduce the cooldown on that too. That's pretty cool. Devoted Sister revives this champion with 75% HP when eliminated. Only available when Sikara is on the same team. Well, Alaika and Sakara. We're gonna need to get them as a pair in order to do the thing. But okay, here we go. Next summon. These summons are so exciting because like everything I get's new to the roster. Legendary! Legendary! I got Ultimate Death Knight. Hey, oh, okay. We did the thing. We did get ourselves an Ultimate Death Knight who, oh my God, bro. He freaking covered up his face, dropped his sword. The Ultimate Death Knight. Look at that shield. Oh my God, this guy, dude, look at the undead. Are they worshiping him or are they going after him? Or let's review the kit on the Ultimate Death Knight. Oh my God. Tax one. Oh, see, more provoke-y stuff. Tax one enemy, 30% chance of placing provoke. Chance increases to 55 against legendary champs. Okay. Attacks all enemies, 80% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack buff. 80% chance of placing fear on each legendary champion. All right. Fear does what again? Noob Ghoul over here doesn't know? Ya boy Cheese? I mean, the fact that I got any legendaries with a 12% chance and I had only 5 sacreds, this is, I feel good about this. 2 versions of the buff, Fear and True Fear. When a champion with Fear attempts to use a skill, there's a 50% chance the skill will not activate and you just lose your turn. Oh my God, get wrecked, nerd. Wow. True Fear. 50% chance the skill will not activate and the champion will lose their turn. And the skill they attempted to use goes on cooldown. Whoa. Okay. Savage. He also, oh, new tournament position too. Chat, we are kind of cooking. Places shield buff and 50% continuous heal on all allies for 2 turns. Wow. Shield is proportional to this champion's defense. I feel like we're getting some great champs. Too awesome to die. Whenever an ally is attacked, 100% chance of completely blocking a hit, decreasing the incoming damage to 0. This champion will receive that damage instead. Will also redirect any buffs, any debuffs from the hit champion to this one. The chance of blocking a hit and redirecting the debuffs increases to 50%. Oh, decrease to 50% if the attacker is a boss. Does not work if the attack was on an ally from an AoE attack. Whenever an enemy is healed, heals this champion by 20% of heal. Oh my God, this guy's insane. Didn't need him. Increase this champion's HP, defense, and speed by 10% for each dead ally. Yeah, we didn't need him anyways. At Ascension level 3, we didn't need him anyways, chat. Increases ally defense in battles by 30% with the aura. Dang! The Ultimate Death Knight, chat. I mean, I am hyped, but I am trying to get Basim, so we keep pulling. The pulls don't stop until we're out of Sacred Shards. Here we go. Come on, baby. Ooh, is she floating? Hexia from the Undead Hordes. Okay, sick. Okay, Hexia. She's kind of crazy looking. She's an attack champion. Epic, obviously. Attacks one enemy, 40% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense for 2 turns. Chance increased by 20% for each debuff on this champion. Attack scaling. Attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn, and places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns. If this attack kills an enemy, whoa. Damage increases by 7.5% for each debuff on this champ, stacking up to 30. Wow. Attacks one enemy, heals the champ, 15% of damage inflicted. Heal increases by 10% for each debuff on this champion, and when ascended, places a 30% increased speed buff on this champion. Whoa. Increase ally attack and faction crypts. I have a feeling that that is where Hexia, she will shine. Wow. Final pull. Can we get it? No whammies. Come on. Please. No, we didn't get there. We got Canoness. After all those wicked pulls, this has to be the most vanilla that we could have done. She does look pretty sick, though, and I see why she's in the Sacred Order. She is a defense champion, so what's she doing? What are you doing for me? What you done for me lately, Canoness? Attacks one enemy, 50% chance of placing 25% increased attack buff on a random ally for 2 turns. When ascended, it's a 50% increase attack buff instead of a 25% increase attack buff. Okay. Attacks one enemy, 80% chance of placing a 50% decrease accuracy and a leech debuff on the target. This is always critical. And Stalwart Guardian. Oh, place a 50% ally protection buff on the target for 2 turns. 60% increased defense buff on the target. And on this champion for 2 turns, plays a 15% continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. She heals. She gives defense. Holy moly, and ally protection. Okay, and ooh, faction crypts, baby. Ally speed in the faction crypts. Well, I know who's going to be leading. It's going to be Canoness. Looking in the heels, bro. We do this in style. I mean, if I'm going to swing around a mace that can crack skulls, a shield that can crack skulls again. I need another metaphor. I'm going to do it while wearing heels, baby. Oh, yeah. Sick. Technically, I'm not going to do it while wearing heels. I'm not wearing heels. But you know what I meant. I'm speaking like I'm her. Cool. Well, gosh darn it. I didn't get Basim. Gonna have to do more polls too. Damn, dad joke inbound. Pull it off. But the champion chase is coming along nicely. Look at the chicken I just got. Dude, I need glasses. How many stars are on that chicken? Oh my gosh. 5-star chicken. Okay. Cool. Oh, I'm second. I'm so close to first. Right behind Blue Sun Girl. So, I get, if I finish in this position and there's still a day and 6 hours left, I get the 4X artifact rarity mythical over here, the legendary skill tome, and the celestial crystals. That's a big if, because Beano Doff or Lemaster, all I gotta do is pick up the pace. So we'll see, chat. We'll see. Okay. Hey, we're doing okay, I feel. All right. Dang. Well, I gotta go and figure out what I'm doing here with these pulls that I just got. I actually cannot believe that I got the ultimate Death Knight. That's actually kind of wicked. Not gonna lie. Like, I get the commercials and he's in there. So, like, yeah, I'm familiar with Death Knight. I don't have the OG Death Knight. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. Do I have a Death Knight? The OG, oh, I do have OG Death Knight. I happen to actually have him right now, or of course I've seen him at some point. All right, whatever. School, you're rambling. You enjoyed the vid, throw a like in here, subscribe. Check out the card in the end screen, which is going to take you to yesterday's Sacred Shard polls. They were also really good. I feel like I'm just popping off. All right. Until next time, you have fun, smash your enemies. Thank you again to the makers of Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring the vid. And remember to use my download link if you're looking for those free champions. All right. Take care, everybody.